We're going to start this by drawing an octagon using a circle. An octagon is an 8-sided geometric figure with each side forming a 45-degree angle. Two methods can be used to construct a regular octagon. This first method uses a center line and a circle. We already have a circle, we just need to complete our center line. Small dash, long dash, long dash. It extends just beyond the outlines of the circle. Small dash, long dash, long dash. Again, very light lines. The next step is we're going to draw two construction lines at 45-degree angles through the center of the circle. So I have my 45-degree triangle. I'm going to place it horizontally on my T-square, slide it over right until it lines up with my center point, and draw a construction line right through the circle. I'm really looking for this point and this point. I'm going to flip my triangle, the exact same thing on this side of the circle. Make sure your T-square doesn't slide off your drawing board. And construction line, so extremely light. I'm looking for this intersection right there and there. These intersecting points of the perimeter of the circle, these locate the exact points where the octagon will be tangent to the circle. Use the construction lines to draw two vertical and two horizontal lines that are tangent to the circle through the points located by the two center lines intersecting the circle. So I can start by drawing vertical lines that are tangent to the edge of the circle. And a bottom and top line that is horizontal but still tangent to the circle. Make sure it is tangent so it's touching but not intersecting. Now I know exactly where to place those angled lines right at those previous intersections. And I could have done this in the reverse order because I know exactly where those tangent points should have been. Now I have an octagon, and I can clean up those edges with my eraser and eraser shield. This next exercise, we are going to complete another octagon, but we're going to use a square. So we have a square. Obviously it has 4 equal sides. And we're going to start off by drawing diagonals similar to the diagonals that I'll show you now. So these points, I'll label A, B, C, D, and O for reference. I'm going to set my compass to radius AO. And I'm going to make an arc. I'm going to do the same thing with my center point on C. I'm also going to do the same thing to the other two corners. Oops. Now what I have are these points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All I need to do is connect these points got an 8 equal-sided octagon. For this one, we're going to divide this line into 9 equal parts. Now, whenever you have a line or a measurement that isn't easily divided, so no matter what scale I use, this does not simply divide into an easy whole 9 or something that's divisible by 9. But I'm going to show you a trick that will make this a lot easier. I'm going to first extend AB down so I can see a very, very light construction line that I can reference later. I'm going to do the same thing for B. And what I'm going to do, for this example, I'm just going to use my millimeters. So this is the metric scale. I'm going to place my ruler on here. I'm just going to use 9 millimeters, or actually, sorry, 9 centimeters. I'm going to place this on this line. So right here, this is point A extended, and this is point B extended up. And I'm going to make it so that 0 lines up with A, and 9 lines up with B. Then I'm going to just put a dash or a tick mark every centimeter, dividing this up evenly into 9 equal parts. Now I can simply extend my measurements with a vertical line. And I'll darken down my first point of A. Our goal is to create an arc that is tangent to lines AB with BC. So whatever that arc needs to be, well, it depends on the situation. But for this case, you're choosing it, so you can set your arc to whatever you want. Now your compass does have a little play, so remember what I said. The smaller the arc, the more difficult it is to use. So I'm going to set my arc somewhere to that, and just draw a really light arc. There, and I'm going to come down and do another one. See how light I'm drawing it. I'm going to do the same thing along line BC. So I have 2 arcs off of the line AB and 2 arcs off of line BC. I'm going to draw 2 lines that are tangent to the 2 arcs I just drew. Keep them light, as these are construction lines. This will give you this point right here. We'll call this point O. Point O will give you the center point for your compass that will tell you exactly where to locate the center point to create that tangent arc. Make sure your compass doesn't walk on you, and draw your line. If you're starting to get a double line, remember, clean it up. So we're going to do the same thing for these 2 exercises. Draw an arc tangent to lines AB, BC. So I'm going to choose the radius I want to be tangent. So if I wanted something very small, let's say 0.25, I could place my compass on my scale and make it 0.25. If I want something larger, like 1, I could do that as well. Now this is a very small line, so anything larger than 1, you're going to be running into some challenges. So I'm just going to make it closer to about 1/2 of an inch, and draw my arcs. Try that again. If you're having a lot of difficulty with your compass slipping, put some paper underneath what you're drawing on. That way it has a little bit of padding and it won't slide around as much. It'll act as kind of like a vinyl cover, similar to our drawing boards. So I'm going to draw a line tangent to those arcs, which should be parallel to line AB, parallel to this line, and a line parallel to line BC across these arcs, making it tangent, which gives me this point O. Now I can take my compass and create my tangent arc. One more time. I'm going to make my compass a little bit smaller since I have a little less space here. Draw two lines that are tangent, making them parallel to the angle AB and BC. We now have our center point O, and now I can create our tangent arc.